To run a Gale Analytics dashboard, log into the Gale Analytics gallery at analytics.gale.com. You can sign in by clicking the green button in the upper right corner and entering your username and password. To access the Gale Analytics dashboard, you can navigate to Collections in the left navigation. As a reminder, 2 Gale Analytics reports have been renamed. Gale Analytics Dashboard is now Community Insights, and Gale Analytics Patron Segmentation is now Patron Insights. Let's run Community Insights to discuss the new streamlined process of running a report. To do that, we'll click on Community Insights, click on Community Insights again, and then click Run. We heard from many users that they would like a way to set default settings within their account so that they no longer need to enter the same information every time they run a report. Well, we listened. We have implemented a parameters file into the report process, allowing you to save all of your settings into a file. When you go to run a report, simply upload the parameters file and your patron file and hit Run. To create the parameters file, you will first need to run a report the same way you did previously. Click on the User Interface button here. As in the previous process, enter your library's information. Next, browse to your patron file and map the fields. We have now streamlined this step as well. You will use this form here whether you have the patron address contained in one field or across multiple fields. If the patron address is all in one field, map the street address to that field here and leave the rest of the fields blank. As you did previously, map the last active date and checkout fields as well. You now also have the option to map email addresses. The most recent update to the Community Insights dashboard attaches patron email addresses to households, allowing you to create segmented email lists for targeted communications right within the dashboard. To use this feature, make sure your patron file has one additional field, email address, when exporting from your iOS. In this step, map that additional field to email address here. Next, select a geography for your service area. As always, you can select a city, a county, a string of block groups or census tracts. You can also upload a custom geography file here. To output the parameters you have set for this report, make sure the box here next to Output Parameters File is checked. Finally, select your output file format. As always, we recommend selecting Tableau Packaged Workbook as your format, as this will allow you to start interacting with the data right away. You now have the option to specify a custom report name if you'd like to specify a name for the generated Tableau dashboard. Now scroll down and click Run. Once the process is complete, you will be presented with a few output files. As with the previous version of this dashboard, you can download a bad data file to see which addresses Gale Analytics was unable to process and why. This list allows you to troubleshoot any data issues your data may have. To download the bad data file, select Community Insights Bad Data from the Output File dropdown. The file format will automatically set to CSV. Finally, select Unicode UTF-8 as the encoding type. Click Download. The parameters report provides a summary of the parameters selected for the report that was just run. Selecting this output gives you the full report in the browser. You can also export this report to view, share, or save. Select your preferred file format and click Download. The actual dashboard is accessible here. For this sample, it is titled Community Insights, which is the default, but it may have a different name if you specified a custom report name. To download, click on the file name in the Output File dropdown and select TWBX as the file format. Click the Download button. As a reminder, any reports generated will remain accessible to you through the Gale Analytics gallery under Workflow Results in the left navigation. After 30 days, the reports are automatically purged and are no longer accessible. It is the best practice to save the file upon download to your local machine or server. Finally, we have the parameters file. This file contains the settings for the Gale Analytics report that was just run. For future reports, using the parameters file will allow you to bypass the steps entering library information, mapping fields in the patron file, and selecting a service area geography. To download this file, select Community Insights Parameters file in the Output File dropdown. Select YXDB as your file format. Save this file somewhere that is accessible on your local machine or server so you can upload it when running your next report. Now, let's run a report using the parameters file. Using the panel at the top of the page, browse and select the parameters file that you saved to your local machine or server. Next, browse and select your patron file. Select the sheet on which your data is located and click OK. You can change your output selection or enter a custom name for this report. Scroll down and click Run. That's it. You have run a report in just a few clicks.